I'm Maynard's mother, and he's here to see how I make my pie crust. I don't have to
Okay, Mom. Now, what are you starting with for ingredients, amounts, and?
I have 4 cups of flour, 1 1/3 cups of shortening, and I don't measure the water. I use just enough to make it the right consistency. And that's.
Okay.
And I put in just a speck of salt. Maybe for this amount I might use a 1/2 teaspoon of salt.
Okay, wonderful.
All right. I put in half of the shortening, approximately. And I blend it till it's very fine.
Now, how many pies do you think you've made?
Thousands.
Thousands?
Well,
Probably.
I started when I was probably 12. One Sunday, my family were all gone, and I decided to make pies. And I made 6 pies, all cream filling. My mother didn't mind that I made the pies. I used everything I could find in the house and filled them, but she wished they hadn't been all cream pies. There was 5 of us in the family, and we had a lot of pie to eat. And then I got married, and your father liked pie. And every week I think I had to make at least a couple of pies. I can't remember that. But Christmas and Thanksgiving I'd make 10 to 12 pies.
Yeah.
And I continued that my whole life. Till now we don't do so many. And then I did pies for both the boys, Isaac and Jonathan's wedding.
Yep, I remember that. That was a lot of pies.
Yeah, and I did pies for his Eagle benefit.
Yeah.
So I couldn't tell you.
So that first half, you worked that in so you couldn't even see any.
Yeah, that's all blended right in. And this you'll see a little, but I don't leave any pieces as such.
How many pies do you think your mother made?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I don't remember her making dozens for any occasion.
No.
But she was a wonderful cook. She made beautiful donuts. Everything she made was good, but all the donuts.
Yeah.
Well, you made good, beautiful donuts.
Yeah, sometimes.
Most of the time. Anytime when I had ironing to do or things like that I didn't want to do, I'd cook. So outside of making pies for the holidays, I made them in between too.
Yeah. Now you can freeze these too, can't you? The dough, and after you've made a pie, can you freeze the dough, or do you have to cook it then freeze it?
I have frozen just the pie crust in a plate. I always I never just freeze the balls of it.
Yeah.
And then I've made the crust and baked them for one crust pies and frozen those.
So that dough, this pie crust dough is looking like it's almost going to hold itself together by itself now.
But takes a bit of water, and I don't know how much.
Yeah.
I can measure if you want me to. I'll use a
well, if you start with a certain amount,
yeah,
and then we can see how much you use.
yeah, I'll do
But
that.
the flour has different moisture contents depending on the weather outside. It absorbs moisture out of the air, so that can change.
Yeah.
How much you need in your pie crust.
Yeah, that's why.
That's why you never really do it until it's right.
I've never measured. I used to try, but it never was enough. It would be too dry, and then you couldn't do the pie. See.
I want to hold this up to the camera. I can see that, and I'm going to shake it.
See good?
Yeah, I'm just getting a. I don't want to. Oh, I'm sorry.
We've got a little bit less now.
I just wanted to see.
That's good.
How much was? Yeah.
Can you see it on there?
Yeah. I just wanted to see when you shake it a little bit how much coarseness there was.
Oh, yeah.
So
I don't want any pieces of shortening. You know, so when you roll it out, you just have shortening. I don't want that.
Yeah. Okay, sorry about that.
That's all right. Well, I'm measuring out a cup of ice water, so we'll see how much of it I use. And I just put in a little like that. And then I just stir and stir and stir and stir. It doesn't look like you're doing anything, but that's the way I do it. I think it gets as much moisture into the flour as you can without overdoing the water.
Yeah.
Sometimes my pie crust roll out real good, and other times the crust will crack on me. I might have it a little dry.
Yeah. I've experimented with so many different pie crusts, and the other ones you get offline, and I've tried this one, but I didn't use your recipe doing it the way you do it. That's why I wanted to, because when I do it, it don't come good.
A lady in Florida, we asked how she did hers, and she uses a half a cup of shortening to a cup of flour and an egg. But I don't know how many, how many cups of flour. I don't know that. And they say her pies are wonderful, but this works, and I'm not changing.
Yep.
I think sometimes people try to hurry it too fast, and you just have to work that water into that. And probably I stir it more than I need to, but
I don't know, whatever you do is just right. Your pie crusts are always so tender and flaky. You know, when I get this on the computer and I edit this, I'm going to put a timer on the screen, so I can actually see how long you're doing this part. That'll help me follow your directions, not going by memory.
Yeah, and of course I've got 4 cups of flour. You wouldn't have to if it was less flour, but that's for 2 a 2 crust pie and a single crust, or 3 pies.
Yeah.
It's almost enough, and
Now, a lot of these people online, these professional pie pie crust teachers and stuff, they all have different ways of doing it, and they all none of the pie crusts look like they come out flaky. They
come out pretty.
What they do for flakiness, their way of making it flaky.
Now that looks like that would be a piece of dough. Look, see?
Yeah.
Taking it right out.
they
Never seen that.
They use bigger chunks of shortening, or butter, or lard, whatever, and then they put the dough down, they flatten it, and then they fold it in, and they smear it to flatten the bigger chunks of butter, and then they layer it by folding it. They fold it like 3 or 4 times, and when you cut it in half, you can see all these layers. Which, when you roll it out, you know that's all going to be flakiness.
'Cause
Now this, the way you're doing this, looks more like what they call a hot water pie crust.
Yeah.
It makes it almost like a cookie.
Huh.
But they use hot water.
Yeah.
And they mix it a lot. So that's looking good.
I've never seen pieces like that though.
Well,
Look like
you-
dough. And as
I've
much as
I've
I
got
did
you
it, see?
distracted.
No, I don't think so. See, because I blended it till it was really blended right up.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see how it comes out. But this is the way I do it.
You do it until it'll hold a ball or shape.
Yeah.
Or,
Yeah.
see, I like to experiment anyway, because you don't know. I mean, you try one, and maybe it works for you,
Yeah.
and then maybe it don't. So you don't know if you don't try.
Well, this doesn't come out right. It's the way I always do it, and I've done something. See, I've seen. No, that isn't. That's good.
That's all right.
Yeah. That's all mixed. I might have got a little extra water. Sometimes I do. I just stir it in as best I can. There's another piece. Look, I've never seen that before.
Huh.
I'm taking it out. Never ever. Isn't that strange? Same flour, same shortening, same everything I always use. I use Crisco.
Yeah.
A lot of people use lard. My friend in Canada, she makes good pies, and she always uses lard.
I use half lard, half butter.
Yeah.
But I'm using real pig lard that I render it myself.
Mm-hmm. My
So-
counter's all clean. I scrubbed it and wiped it. I'll take out my pie, and you're gonna what you gonna put yours in for filling? You taking yours home to do the pie if you
I
don't
wanted to mix it myself.
Oh, roll out one.
No,
oh, mix it.
I
Oh,
want to
mix
mix
it.
one.
Oh.
Have you watch me?
Oh, okay. Oh, all right. Well, we'll make more. I would have chilled more. Need the shortening so that and put it in the freezer for a little bit. It's under there. I could have done a littler one.
I need. Yeah, I didn't know what's the
Right there. How much you want?
I just enough for one, a half for two. That's probably. That's enough for two.
3 shells.
2 shells.
3.
3 shells.
A double crust pie and a single.
Okay.
Oh, 3 singles. And I don't care. I'd freeze it. But
Well, let's
you
do
need-
your roll out. You want to roll that on, or what you're gonna do, and do your crust, and then I'll go through it, or
no.
I want to see you doing the whole process
Okay.
through
All right.
to the.
Okay. I'll do that. I'll roll mine up. And,
That will
and the
let
meat
this lard will
get chilled.
get chilled well.
You need. That would be 3 crusts. 3. Yours is a big pie plate too. Why don't you do 3? And if you have a little over, if there's more pie, well, we make a little one.
So how much lard do I need?
For 3 cups of flour, you need a cup.
Okay, yours was 3 cups of flour.
I did. This was 4, but
Oh, I thought you had a cup of flour, a cup of lard for.
I did
4.
a cup and a third.
Oh, I gotcha. Okay, that's why it's important to get it on film,
Yeah.
because I could remember it wrong, and then it's all waste of my time, and as far as learning, not a waste of time spending it with you, but as far as me learning something I can use.
Mm-hmm. And my rolling pin, I got in 1950, September. Probably around September 10th, 1950, when we come home from our honeymoon. My rolling pin, see?
Yeah.
I'm willing it to you.
Yeah, good, thank you.
You said you'd like it. Can't have it while I can use it.
No.
Just push it in there somewhere.
Can I have your measuring cups too?
You sure can.
Is that awful?
They're just old. Well, this came from my father's, the stainless steel. Martin watches the cooking shows, and he said you're supposed to roll it one way. I roll it every direction.
Yeah.
I mean, he didn't say that. He said that's what they say.
I've never seen that. All the cooking shows I watch, they turn it, they roll it like twice on this side, and they flip the dough over and roll it from the other side in all directions. One of the big time ones, they turn it about 1/8 of a turn, and they always start in the middle and they roll to the outsides. Yeah, that looks beautiful. That crust is looking really nice.
We hope.
I move that bowl one.
Yeah, I'll hit it and knock it on the floor. Wouldn't that be a mess?
Yeah.
Break my bowl.
Yeah.
That bowl is ancient too. I think Martin probably want my bowl. Although he's got all kinds of...
don't sell it.
Oh my gosh, give stuff away. I wish he'd sell some of these. I feel to see where it's the thickest. And I measure. Almost.
That looks beautiful.
I used to fold them in the middle. Now I do them like this. So, just like that. Yeah. Can you see it? What I'm doing? Just getting it centered.
Yeah, I'm getting it. Now, how much do you leave?
Not much, just a little. I used to leave a lot, but I want enough to crimp it. See, these looks about right. Sometimes I have
So
to.
is this what you're doing for a single crust pie or a double crust?
This is single.
Okay, well, how would you do it if you're doing a double crust?
I'd make sure I had it pushed down here, and I'd cut it almost right to the edge.
Almost to the edge of the bowl of the dish? Okay.
Yeah, so that you have enough to turn under. I used to cut it right to the edge, but then sometimes it doesn't give you enough to fold that under.
Yeah, that's what I've had my trouble when I do the crimp or the fluting on the edge.
Mm-hmm.
It either puffs up and I lose the design, or it shrinks in a little bit.
Well, you know, I'll show you.
And yours always looks perfect.
Well, they aren't always, but I'll show you what I do after I get this all turned under. I don't like too much.
Now this video will be passed on to my boys.
There. Now when I crimp it, I make sure this hooks under.
Okay, when you crimp it, you make sure it hooks underneath the lip of the dish.
Yeah.
Okay.
I kind of do like that and push down.
Yeah, I have trouble because my thumbs are fat.
See, it doesn't hook a lot, but it hooks, see, just a little bit.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to be on every one. But, and if you don't, the other they pulled in just a little bit. But if you have enough there, you can push it down. I do like this and push it down with my 2 fingers underneath there.
Yeah. I think I'd like to. Can you do your other one? Can you roll out and do it like you would if you're doing a double crust?
Yeah. Or when you do yours, I could show you on that.
I don't have anything to put in it.
I don't. I don't either.
What I could put in it to. I hardly ever make a single crust pie.
We could. Oh, a single. I mean a double.
Yeah, I never
That's
make
what
a single.
You was going to do a double, and I said when you get it in the plate, I could cut it yours. Just show you on cutting you for a double crust.
Okay.
Are you going to take yours home and?
Yeah, I'll take it home. Yes.
Well, I'll do
now
one.
If you're gonna bake that off, you'd prick that inside with a fork.
Yeah.
I'll bring it back over here so we can.
Okay. Yeah.
This one.
Okay. I'm.
And the lesson here is more valuable than the dough and the flour.
I do it right in the corners here.
Okay, right in the seam.
I do that.
You wiggle it a little bit to make sure the holes are open.
Yeah. And sometimes they're too open. That's probably more than I need.
But if you don't do that, then the crust can poof up and make a mess.
Sometimes I look in the oven, and if I see it poofing up, I take a fork and poke it.
Yeah. And you don't put any weights in it or anything. Yeah, that's what all of them do. They put all these. They got pie weights. They fill it up with dry beans.
Well, you know what? That makes it look interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's all I do.
Okay.
Just like that.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you, Mom. We started out with just a little bit less than a cup of water, and we're down to about halfway. So we probably used about a little over a third of a cup, maybe.
No, I started a full cup.
Oh, it was full?
It was full. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I see. It was down from the edge, but your cup is full.
Yeah.
Okay, we started with a full cup, and we're down to almost exactly a half. So for that much flour was what, 4 cups?
4 cups. Yeah, 4 cups of flour.
4 cups of flour, and that's enough to make 1 double crust pie and 1 single crust pie.
These are big pies.
Yeah, for a 9-inch pie plate.
Yeah, big 9-inch.
Okay, very good.
Well.
Okay, now this is for a double crust pie.
Yeah. Sometimes I patch these little places.
Yeah.
Take a little piece of dough and patch it in.
Yeah.
When I'm rolling it, if it cracks too bad. Actually, I think I got the exact amount of water in this today that it needed.
Yeah, they look beautiful. It's really not cracking and looks wonderful.
Let's hope. Not too bad.
The first time I won a pie contest, I used a little water. It was horrible rolling out. It kept falling apart, and I had to patch and patch and patch. But it was light and flaky, but it was so miserable to deal with. It wasn't worth it.
That's why I make sure I
And this is beautiful.
Mine usually are like this, and they come out, pretty flaky.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever had a bad pie. Not that you've made it.
You wouldn't say so if you did.
I even made a template for the right size on a cardboard. I just roll it out until the cardboard fits in it, and I take a knife and I just cut around it.
Oh yeah, they have them. I've
just
seen
made
them.
my own. This one you're going to have a little extra on it.
Yeah, I'll have to cut it off. But I want to make sure when I get it.
Now, how thick is that crust? You're rolling it out for like 1/8 of an inch?
Oh, I don't. That's a little thick.
It looks like about an inch.
Just take and feel. In feel. That's what I do. I go around. It's a little heavy here, but I'll be cutting that off. So, I just feel. I go around like this. If it's a little thick. Can you see see the thickness?
Yeah.
I used to fold them in 2 and move them, and sometimes they'd crack.
Yeah.
And I've even, when they want to crack, I've rolled them on the rolling pin, but I don't like doing that. I don't do good with that one. So.
I've tried knives, I've used scissors.
Oh, I'll put it there. See, I don't leave much. I just don't cut right to the edge of the pie plate.
Okay, you got about 1/8 of an inch there, for a quarter maybe?
Not a quarter.
1/8.
I'll hold it up after I cut it all off. And some might be all cut off, and then I slide the pie, pie crust. Because I'm not, see right there, it's going to be right to the edge, but that'll be fine. Squish it down a little. No, it isn't out much. I don't have much there.
Okay.
I don't think 1/8 of an inch even. See, it's just, instead of cutting right to, see, it would cut up.
Yeah.
And this way, leaves you a little bit. And if I mash it down.
I'm doing a bean contest tomorrow.
Oh, where's this at?
Bangor.
In Bangor?
Yeah.
Oh, is
Flags. That's a fundraiser for Meals on Wheels.
that? Oh.
Yeah, I've never been in a baked bean contest, so I'm doing my beans in my smoker,
Oh.
so I can get the smoke the same as I would if I was cooking them in the bean hole.
Uh-huh.
How much flour?
I did 3 rounded spoonfuls.
You put them all in the bottom?
No, this is sugar and flour
Oh,
and
that's
cinnamon.
sugar. Oh, how much sugar and flour is it?
Look, speck over 2/3 of a cup of sugar. I put in a 2/3 and then just a speck more, maybe another tablespoon.
Yeah.
I don't want 3/4 of a cup. I don't
Okay.
like them that sweet. Some people want them sweeter, but I
Yeah.
don't.
I don't. So that's just under 3/4 of a cup of sugar, and how much flour?
3 heaping tablespoons.
3 heaping tablespoons. You mix that all together.
Yeah, and I can't guarantee how it's going to be. Probably needs more flour because there's a lot of, well, that's the water from the berries though.
Yeah.
So. Oh, I thought I had 2 cups and I didn't. I gotta get more. I mean, a quart. I need a little more.
In some of these contests, they have the judges, like that one in Windsor Fairgrounds, the apple pie one.
Mm-hmm.
One of the judges, who's been there since it started, he's not really a judge, he's just a guy that likes eating pie, and he got asked, and they never got rid of him. He's been there forever. And his requirement, one of his requirements, is that the apple pie not have an empty dome. If it's got an empty dome, no matter how pretty it is, you just figure you're out. Because
Yeah.
he won't even consider it.
I mean, it's the taste of the pie, not.
Well, not for him.
Yeah.
If you don't
So if
look
it looks-
right,
if
he
it-
don't care what it tastes like.
That's something.
It is. But I mean, if you want to compete up there,
Yeah.
that's one of the things. You got to have a pie that doesn't have an empty dome, and you want the flatter it is, the better. I mean, he'll get right down and he'll look across that pie to see how flat it is. You know, with stupid things like that, it's. I know. I mean, it would be better to not have that high empty dome, but I think they're sacrificing some of the taste
Yeah.
of the pie by, because the only way you can do it is you got to pre-cook your apples and
Yeah.
you got to do all these other hoops. Some of the people put every slice of apple in by hand, so they just fill it. They put it in so that it's totally full.
I laugh because I do mine that way.
Do
I
you?
fit them. Yeah, because my pies, you know how hard they are.
Yeah, but if you just dump your apples in there and put the crust on it, it's really domed up and.
Mine are domed up, even though I fit them in.
Have it come out so that it's not domed and it's full of apple.
Yeah.
It's a challenge.
Yeah.
And then you got to make it look right. And
That pie you brought over Sunday was beautiful, and it tasted really good. And I said, Maynard, you wanted pie and you aren't eating any. You know, your grandson.
Yeah.
And he says, I'm full, but everyone else is enjoying it. So.
Yeah. Now, do you put any lemon juice in yours?
No, I put a little butter on top when I remember.
Yeah, I forget to put the butter in.
I do. Nobody knows. We can't tell.
When that happens, what I do is I got a syringe, a basting syringe, and I melt the amount of butter I would have put in it, and I suck it into that syringe. And when I cut the vents, I stick it in, I squirt it in.
Nobody knows whether there's butter in there or not.
I don't know.
I wouldn't.
Butter is it's a flavor enhancer, I think, and it, you know, maybe in just a after turkey dinner pie doesn't matter, but when you got 5 or 6 people, I mean, they taste your crust first, and they judge your crust. They judge the overall look of it. Then they judge the recipe, and then they judge the berries all by themselves to see, you know, what kind of flavor is it different than, you know, the others, and you know, it's I mean, they really get into the blueberry pie contest they do, and they just critique everything. So you need every single edge you can get.
You aren't going to see me in contests. I enjoy cooking. That's work.
I don't know. I just enjoy it. I like it even. You know, it's even more special when people enjoy your food.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, that's nice.
Maybe that's why I like having the family at all these holidays. Really, I really look forward to it, and I enjoy doing it. People say they help you, and I says they help me, but I cook the food mostly, you know, except for poor Norma, Christmas and Thanksgiving. We ought to change our menu, but nobody wants to. Doing all that stuffing and gravy. Hope this is going to roll. It looks awful. Maybe it'll roll out. If it doesn't, I got a mess. That does not look good.
I think it'll roll out.
I hope so. I don't want too much flour in it. Then it won't be tender.
That's why when I do the pie crust, I use half lard, half butter. I know Crisco's good, but everyone else is doing Crisco.
Yeah.
Or a lot of them are. And the ones that are usually in the winner's circle, I think most of them are using blends of butter and lard or different things.
Yeah. Got blueberry pieces in my crust.
So
I've never seen it look like that.
I've got distracted you.
Well, I think just sitting there, probably dried.
Ooh, I had the camera set down here still.
Oh.
That's all right.
Oh.
I forgot to move it up when you went up to rolling it out.
Oh, that's all right. You've seen me
that's
roll out
fine.
the others.
Oh yeah.
I'm telling you, this is rolled better than they usually do. Usually, I have to patch it all around. So I did it more right today. Oh, like you said, what the weather is.
Yeah, the weather affects the crust a lot. Of the flour, even on bread. I make my bread kind of a loose dough anyway. You're getting that just around. You couldn't
Never done
make
it
that any prettier than that. Yeah, that's
Never did it that good before. I don't have any to patch it with, so it's good. Now I gotta make sure it's gonna fit when I. That's a little thick.
Now, when you get ready to put that on, I'm gonna move the camera down at this level so I can watch your fingers how you're doing the
Crimp.
the crimp.
Now I gotta. That's good. Now this is, my mother did this. I never get it even. My mother did it like this. Always. So that's the way I've always done it.
Yeah, that's the traditional pie venting.
Yeah. Oops. I just do it. I don't try to do anything fancy. Carol makes good pie. She says, my pies are so ugly, I won't take them anywhere.
Okay, well,
I gotta make sure that's, oh yeah, that's pretty. I hope I don't tear that. It's quite thick. Well, I guess it's all right. I got plenty of crust. That's good.
how much you leaving on that?
I don't know. I'll show you. About that much. That'd be a ½ inch,
Okay, about a ½ inch over. Okay.
approximately.
Now I'm going to shut this off.
Okay.